Morning, Bob.
Yes, sir.
His capacity for innocent enjoyment, sent enjoyment, is just as great as any honest man. Bicycles arrived today.
Sorry, sir?
The new push bikes. I'll be in at parade to have a word about them.
Oh, right, sir.
Bum, 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 bum.
I expect to see you in this morning.
Yeah, well, I spent all day yesterday at the hospital. There's nothing I can do there, though.
Well, how is he now?
Look, the rest of him's falling apart, but his heart's as strong as an ox.
Morning, Ackland.
Good morning, sir. I mean, they're even talking about maybe letting him home in a couple of days' time.
Morning, Sarge.
Yeah?
Morning, Jules.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah, well, that's what I said.
Look, they're one down in the CAD room today. Do you want to have a day inside? Can you hear the phone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if that's all right.
Yeah, all right.
Thanks, sir.
Morning, men.
Morning, Bob.
Morning, Alec.
Hello, Robert.
You're in early this morning. Play in the CAD room, is it?
Yep, 8 hours of uninterrupted sitting down.
Oh, what would you do without it, eh?
Go sick a lot.
Anyway, so we're there. Put it
Morning, Alec.
What's that?
No trouble at all.
Bum, 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 bum.
Morning, Sarge.
Hey, Marvin. Hey, today's the day. Hey? Operation Mushroom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sarge, why mushroom?
Because you keep him in the dark and feed him on horse shit.
Morning, Galloway.
You better get jumped out.
I'm fed up with flats anyway. I want to go back to Club 1830.
Morning, lady.
You're in a section house.
Yeah, but it's all laid on for you there, isn't it, eh?
Oh, Mr. Blue-Eyed Probations, do you, Nick?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Morning, team.
Morning.
Morning, Sarge.
We're thin on the ground, aren't we? Right, first things first.
Sorry, I'm late, Skipper.
Defective traffic lights, junction of Commercial Road and Tamling Street. Any volunteers for point duty?
Not really.
Come on, it has stopped raining. Well, temporarily.
Sorry, I'm late, Sarge.
Oh, no problem, Edwards. I've just penciled you in for today's plum job.
Traffic lights are out to Tambling Street again.
Yeah.
Traffic's snarling up already.
You'll soon have it sorted.
What? Oh, give us a break, Sarge.
Yeah, I will, about 9:30. All right, Viv, number 3 foot patrol and the school crossing at Mantry Juniors. And ignore the lorry drivers, I don't want any accidents. Sure, Panda 2, please. Smith, yes, van to the garage and then to the front desk. And Patel, number 1 foot patrol. June, CAD room as discussed. And Sergeant Peters has got some homemade cake, so you'll be well looked after today. All right, and the rest of you, watch out. Because I'm going to be out on the streets today, and if I don't see anyone, questions will be asked. Okay.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, sir.
How do you finish, Sergeant?
More or less, sir, yeah, just a few general notices.
May I?
Yes, of course, sir. Yeah, carry on.
Thank you. Just to say that our new bicycles have been delivered today, and that I shall be looking for a positive attitude towards both the machines and those who ride them. Now, you may say, of course, that the bicycle is no answer to armed robbery, to riots, to mugging, to drug abuse. But nothing better exemplifies the human-friendly face of policing than the bobby on his bike.
But aren't they meant for home beats, really, sir?
Primarily, yes. However, I don't see the fact that we're deficient in that quarter at the moment as any reason for not deploying our new resources. That being so, I would like 2 volunteers to mount up today to attend a community function on the Porterfield estate.
Porterfield Estate? Last time I was there, sir, I was sat inside an armoured carrier.
Exactly sure. But times change. They have to. Well, perhaps it would be appropriate if you were one of the heralds of the new era.
Me, sir?
You're an authorised cyclist, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, but I mean, I'm on Panda 2 today.
It's only for an hour at the end of the relief. And Edwards, I think.
What a surprise, eh?
I'll be glad of a change after point duty.
Yes, sir.
Right, I'll brief you both later. Thank you, Sergeant.
Thank you, sir.
Now listen, when I was at Dulwich, we had this traffic sergeant, right? He was a right evil soul. Yeah. So one day we got hold of his boots, we got one of the lads to go down the stables and... morning, Bob.
Right, Tom?
Yeah, fine, thanks. You?
Yeah, fine. June Ackland's going to cover in here today, OK?
Many thanks, Robert.
And I'm out on patrol, so you're going to have to pay for your own bleeding breakfast this morning.
You mean I can pay for it? So, We'll keep everything crossed, eh?
Nothing can go wrong. It's planning and teamwork, the very thing we in the Met are noted for.
Yeah, like I said, we'll keep everything crossed. Oh, morning, Jim. How's your dad?
Oh, not too bad, thanks.
Good.
Good. Yeah. Dates, lad?
Oh, no thanks, Alec. But early in the morning for me.
I think the best thing you can do, Mr. Grimwade, is to write to the Duchess of Bransby. You see, she takes a particular interest in this sort of thing, you know. So if you could just do your letter out again, address it to the Duchess of Bransby, I'm sure she'll be well pleased. OK then, sir. Do you think you can manage that? Right, oh, mind how you go, sir. Bye-bye, Mr. Grimwade.
Who's that man, Smith?
Oh, he's just a nutter, sir.
A nutter.
Well, he's one of our regulars, sir. Mr. Grimwade. Tell him to write to the Duchess of Bransby and he goes away well pleased.
And who exactly is the Duchess of Bransby?
Don't know, sir. I made her up a few months ago.
Oh, I see. Well, don't you think that's a rather insensitive way to deal with one of life's disadvantaged, Smith?
Well, not really, sir, no. I mean, that's what he comes in for. And like I said, he goes away happy. What more can I do?
Well, you can stop referring to such people as nutters for a start, Constable. Try putting yourself in Mr. Grimwade's place for once. Yes?
Yes, sir.
And ask Sergeant Peters to call me up as soon as the Chief Super gets in, will you?
Right, sir. Will do.
Was that Inspector Kite?
Certainly was.
Has he gone out?
Well, he had his cap and radio, Sarge.
What's he going out for? He never goes out on Mondays. He's got no right. Look, did he say?
No. But he wants you to ring him as soon as Brownlow gets it.
Why?
How should I know? He's probably checking up to see if he's not late.
Better not be.
Come on! Hold it, hold it. Come on! And move on. So you're managing to put up with this all right, then?
Sorry, Skipper?
Life at Sunhill.
I like it very much, yes.
Not getting too hard a time of it, the likes of Shaw and Edwards?
Well, they wind me up now and then. But they're good guys, really.
Well, occasional wind-up's all part of the game, provided it doesn't get too silly. I mean, what are mates for if not to take the piss out, are they?
And that's why I don't mind. I like being part of the team. That's the best thing. At home, my families, we're a team, but all Hindus. They all give us everything. 294, receiving.
Dinesh, a call received 222 Topsbridge Road. Mr. Hanley. A big gulp, but it sounds like a breaking and entry. Can you open the deal, please? That's 222 Topsbridge Road. No suspects received.
Yes, dear Oscar, will do. Topsbridge Road, Skipper.
Well, go on, it's your shout. You know where it is, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, then. Be quite nice round here.
Mr. Hamlin,
That bleeding time.
what seems to be the problem, sir?
It's my mum. She's been raped by a bleeding spade. I've got the old bill. About mum, you old twat. Well, don't just bleed and stand there.
You say she's been...
Raped. That's what I said. We was all asleep like. Then there is a crash. And this bloody great black guy comes busting in through the door. High on drugs, I suppose, like they all are.
Yeah.
Me and him's well pissed, like. Can't do nothing about it. He's got a knife anyway. Takes our money. But then he grabs Mum, pulls her down there on the floor, and...
When did this happen, sir?
How do I know? I passed out before I could get down to the phone. we'd had a bit of an all-night session, like I say. The old twat's birthday.
Let's make your mum a bit more comfortable, sir.
The bedroom's upstairs.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
Okay.
Up.
Okay, stop. That's it, one more. Knock me down. All right.
Suicide.
All right, come on. Up.
Got it.
That's it. Come here. Right. Okay, right in the middle of that. Up. That's it. All right. Okay, sweetheart.
Right, sir.
Over you come.
Can you give us any sort of
Yeah, over.
I told him he was big and black and he had a knife.
Yeah.
A young
All right.
Yeah.
Can you remember what he was wearing?
It was bleeding dark. I don't know, jeans and a dark t-shirt, blue I think.
It really would be a great help if you could be more precise about the time.
Well, I can't. Look, you just get out there and pull a few in. There's enough of them.
Well, yes. By your description.
Look, I'd know him if I saw him, all right? You just pull in a dozen and line them up. I'll pick the bastard out, no sweat.
We'll proceed with our inquiries then, sir.
Still asleep, is she?
Yeah. Yeah, she'll be all right. Police doctor will have to examine her, of course, sir.
How do you mean? She ain't hurt. Look, I don't want no one else mucking her about.
I'm afraid it always has to be done in rape cases, sir. I'll get someone round as soon as possible. Okay, wait outside, yeah? Had a key then, did he, Mr. Hamley?
What?
The intruder. That front door hasn't been forced.
No, well, we probably never locked it. We was all well...
Well pissed?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, excuse me. This place doesn't look as if it's been broken into. You know how they identify rapists, don't you, sir? You know how they prove beyond doubt who's done it? With human hair. They take a single hair from the head of the suspect and they analyse it. Then they take a sample of the fluids found on the victim's body and they analyse that. And if the elements match, that's your man. And of course, the first thing they have to do, it's a process of elimination, you see, is take a hair from the head of the victim's male relatives. That's your dad and you. You do understand what I'm saying, don't you, sir? Right. Well, the doctor will be here in less than an hour, and I get a WPC to come and talk to your mum, and she can do the necessary concerning the hair. And in the meantime, I'll,
Forget it.
Sorry?
Forget it, yeah?
With the intruder?
Yeah, I'm not sure about... I'm not sure it was... Forget it, please.
Somebody has tried to have sex with your mother, Mr. Hamley. I'll call back tomorrow when you're all sobered up.
The occupant of the flat claims that is... Sorry,
Yeah.
Skipper?
9292 Sierra Oscar receiving, over.
Yes, Sarge?
Top Bridge Road, no further action, June. Looks like an all-night drinking session. Got themselves a little confused, over.
Right, thanks, Sarge.
Some stones are best left unturned, yeah? Fancy a cuppa? I know I do. Anyway, you're doing all right, Dinesh. But don't be in too much hurry to take this thing off, eh? I know you want to be polite when you go indoors, but suss the place out first. Could be a maniac behind the door with a hammer in his hand. I know it's not a crash helmet, but it helps.
Yeah, okay.
Right, I'll get off your back now. I'll see you later, huh?
Yeah, see you later. Thanks for your help, Skipper.
No, that's all right. See you later, Don.
Excuse me, mate. There's people trying to get up here.
It's off! Move your boxy arm! You better call it, son. I'm a police officer. You bollocks. Where's your warrant card? Get nicked. Stop that. Oh. I'm going to show you what, Colin. You won't let bleeding go. All right, son. You nicked. I genuinely need assistance. So what are you doing here? Oh! Easy!
You've got SO3 involved as well?
Oh, yeah.
I wonder you've never got the time to do any work, Alec.
Yeah, but the only fly in the ointment, you know, is this tree planting thing. I never allowed for...
Oh, Bob. All right. What are you doing in here? I'm not allowed to go for a piss when we're in the cab room. You look a bit hot and bothered. Getting too hard for the job, right? I just had to give one of your fellas a dig out.
Who's that?
Should be Carver.
He's not in yet, is he?
Super cops do it standing at bus stops.
She'd Super's in, Sarge.
Right, bloody 10 minutes late.
If I'd let go, he could have stuck a knife in me for all I knew.
I told him as soon as I could, Sarge.
Not when I was getting on the bus, you never. You just started a bleeding rush.
I'm afraid it doesn't really matter whether you knew he was a police officer or not, sir. You see, under common law, every citizen has a right and duty to restrain another from causing a breach of the peace.
Do what?
You don't have to be a police officer to stop someone causing a riot by jumping a bus queue. This officer could have been Cinderella on her way to the ball. He'd have still been within his rights in doing what he did. Correct, PC Carver?
Yeah, too right, Sarge.
Excuse me, Tom, this is going to take very long.
That depends on Mr. Sturgis.
I see, right. Well, when you do eventually arrive for work, Carver, I've got a job for you upstairs.
Get off! Leave me alone! Get off!
Oh, morning, sir. The Chief Super's clerk asked me to give you these.
Oh, what are they?
And the cases thrown out by the CPS.
What, all of them?
Yeah. If you ask me, this Crown Prosecution Service is one big cocker.
I didn't ask you, Hollis.
Here, you haven't seen Taffy Edwards, have you? Only the clerk's got his exam results.
Is the Chief Super in now?
Excuse me, sir. Only the, well, I was first in the queue and it's Federation business.
Yes? Yes, Hollis. Jean, that's for D.I. Galloway.
I do have an appointment, sir. Made last Friday. To discuss the latest recommendations on civilianisation.
Nothing to discuss, is there? The field trial on front desk post has been a success. That's full steam ahead. I see no reason why Sun Hill shouldn't have a civilian on the front desk within 3 months.
Yeah, well, I don't like the idea at all, sir.
Oh, really? I understood the Federation were giving its full cooperation.
Yeah, well, I'm entitled to give a local view. And I think it's all wrong. Especially regarding the front desk. I mean, people coming into a police station expect to see a policeman. That is why they've come. We've already lost our soccos. Now it's the front desk. They're even experimenting with civvies in custody areas. But what's going to be next?
The collator?
Oh, no, look. They've only thrown out Emerson. That's a month's work down the drain.
Well, there's the Crown Prosecution Service for you. You pay peanuts, you get monkeys.
You don't seem very worried about it.
To be honest, I've given up worrying. I'll do my bit. If they can't do theirs, tough titties. It's the same old story. A good idea, no money to make it work. Like the police.
So Ollis coming out.
Morning, Ollis.
Sir?
Morning, sir.
See, in the good old days, you could take care of an evil bastard like Emerson by planting a shotgun in the boot of his car.
I'm not interested in the good old days, Ted. All I want is the CPS to accept good, real evidence and for you to stop pretending you don't give a toss when I know you do. Now, what are you doing today?
Time expired, con man.
All right, Gov. Finished downstairs, have you?
I'm sorry about that.
Hold up last night at Bloy Road filling station. It's all yours. Details on your desk. Right, Gov. And don't go by bus.
Well, don't feel you need to tell me, Brian. Just send it straight to heaven like you usually do.
I was thinking over the weekend about our lunchtime junketings on the Porterfield estate. Well, how about if we used a couple of bicycles?
Bicycles?
Our 2 new roadsters have been delivered this morning. I'm not suggesting you should actually ride one, sir.
You're not?
No. A couple of PCs. Well, they can meet us there, let the local kiddies sit on the saddle for photos, etc., while you plant the tree.
No, I'm not planting the damn tree. That's Harry Bracewell's job.
Unfortunately, sir, the CLO can't be with us. He rang on Friday after you'd gone home.
Backsliding bastard.
Oh, and as you'll now be the senior force representative present, I thought these might be helpful, sir. Just a few notes for your speech. I'll see you at midday, sir.
Thank you, Brian.
Morning, Roy.
Go away!
Oh, come on, Sarge. You won't be the only old crumbly there. Kevin's dad's coming.
Yeah, I don't want to cramp your style. Thanks for what I'm saying, Viv.
Nearly all the relief will be there.
Oh, then that's it. I certainly ain't going. What, Saturday night with Yorkie and Shaw? Stuff me.
Bob,
Sir?
are you busy?
I'm just about to get a bit of breakfast, sir.
Can I wait for 5 minutes?
Well, I expect so.
Shut the door. We need to have a chat, Bob.
Do we, sir?
I'm afraid so. What about? These, for a start. Warrants awaiting execution.
Just so I can see what they are, sir.
They've been lying in the correspondence since last Thursday. One in Shaw's, one in Martella's. 2 questions present themselves. First, why haven't the officers concerned dealt with them? Second, why haven't you ensured that they have?
Well, it's only Monday, sir.
And that makes it all right, does it? Only Monday.
Well, Shaw certainly never forgets a warrant. He loves them.
But you haven't seen fit to chase them up. You do check the correspondence regularly.
No, as it happens, sir, I don't anymore.
Oh? Might I ask why?
Well, I know that you'll be checking them anyway, sir. Seems a duplication of effort, I suppose, doing them.
You're saying I interfere?
Well, it is your prerogative, sir, but you are the first inspector I've had who's found interfering necessary.
You quite obviously resent that.
Well, let's put it this way, sir. I have been a copper now for 18 years, and 12 of them I've been a sergeant. I'm getting a bit old to be taught how to suck eggs.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Sergeant, because I'm getting a little impatient with the lackadaisical manner in which your relief conduct themselves.
Your relief, Inspector, not my relief. You're supposed to be the team leader.
Yes, and despite my repeated warnings...
Oh, yes, warnings. We get plenty of them. I'll say that for you, sir.
Their locker room is an absolute tip. Their dress is sloppy. They're unpunctual and frequently absent from their beats.
Warnings and bloody lectures. Policing by objectives. Hey, the image of the push bike. Had a stand at the bleeding urinal.
Don't you dare walk outside.
I'm not walking out, I am standing up, and there is no directive on that, is there, Inspector?
You may think you're a law unto yourself in this place, Sergeant Cryer, but you're not. The standard that I expect, the standard the modern service demands applies to you just as much as to others.
Clean shirt, regulation tie, polished boots, and you can check my locker too if you want to, sir. No crisp packets, no dirty books.
And when you're out... I know all your lads' watering holes, Sergeant. I've made it my business to find out. And yours as well. And may I say that, in my opinion, scrounging about at tea stalls is hardly the sort of example to set an impressionable young officer like Patel.
You've been spying on me? You have? You've been spying on me?
It's called supervision, Sergeant. An aspect of the job you sadly seem to neglect.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Melvin?
Message for you, sir.
Just put it in the tray, please.
It's marked urgent, sir.
Thank you, Melvin.
Yes, sir.
Had you finished, sir?
Yes, Sergeant. For the moment.
Having fun out there today, Sarge?
Hello, Roy. It's Brian. Look, I wonder if you could do me a bit of a favour. You know this tree planting ceremony on the Porterfield estate this morning? Well, something rather important's just cropped up. I don't suppose you'd be willing to...
To hold the Chief Super's hand? Yeah, why not? Shouldn't take too long, should it? Right, you're on. It's no problem, Brian.
I always think the CID should become more involved in the community aspect, don't you? Right. Cheers, then.
That's so funny.
Operation Mushroom, actually.
Miss Paul?
Yeah?
Jimmy Carver, CID at Sun Hill.
Yeah?
About the hold-up last night, you're on duty when it happened.
I'm always on duty.
Well, what I got here is the man was white, young, medium height, had a mask over his face and was carrying a handgun, probably a replica. You gave him what was in the till, that was £51.
Yep.
Did he speak at all?
Nah.
Now, is there anything you can give us by way of description? You know, what he was wearing, distinguishing marks?
He was well hung.
I'm sorry?
He was well hung. You know, he had a big one. Quite impressive.
You mean he had no clothes on?
Nothing at all. Well, except for the mask. Straight up. Not straight down, fortunately.
Why didn't you mention this last night then, Miss Paul, when the area car responded?
What, them couple of machos? Swaggering in here with the caps down over their eyes? But I wasn't going to give them a thrill. You seem harmless enough, though.
Come in.
This has just arrived for you, sir.
Thank you, Smith. Come in.
Excuse me, sir, the bicycles have just arrived.
Ah, right. Thanks, Tom.
We used to get 7pence a mile, you know, when I was your age.
To what, Sarge?
Bicycle allowance.
Oh. Excuse me, Gov, that hold-up guy was stark bollock naked.
Yeah, I know, he's just done another one.
What, in broad daylight?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I reckon it's the same little bugger who's been posing as a milkman.
Yeah, well, we think there's Terry Atchison. The only trouble is he's supposed to be in Scotland at the moment. What is the MO?
Well, he goes into some tatty-looking corner shop, says he's a health inspector, and has a look out for some time-expired sausages, and then offers the honour the choice of being reported or giving a hefty contribution to the NSPCC.
Which he collects. Yeah, well, that sounds like Terry's style, right?
Reg?
Yeah?
I'm sorry, Ted. How are you on the ghoulies?
Oh, sorry, mate.
Look, I'm after a guy whose idea of a disguise is to wear sod all.
No, what, is he a rapist?
No, armed robber, filling stations. Well, it's a replica, actually.
A replica?
The gun.
Oh, I see. What is he, black, white?
He's white.
White, yeah, well. I haven't got anything on file, well, I don't think. Bo have just notified of a dipper with a wooden leg, and I've had a couple of reports of a flasher over on the common. Well, he's black.
So it's Terence Hutchinson, then?
He'd be my choice, Ted, yeah.
Right, but we start off with him.
If you can find him. What sort of age is he?
Well, his early 20s, medium height.
Yeah? Any other distinguishing features other than his doodah?
Well, nobody seems to have noticed. No. But he has done 2 in 6 hours. One last night and one an hour ago. Both times the cashiers were girls.
Yeah. And he just walks in with his gun, does he?
Well, it just appears, yeah. Look, the second time it was definitely a replica.
Yeah? Small amounts?
Well, just what's in the till, 50 quid or so.
Well, most of our recidivists are out of circulation at the moment, as you probably know. But Robin Kitchen, now, he's about the right age and height. The only trouble is, he's a grab and flee boy mostly, and he always wears a tracksuit too.
Well, it's easy enough to take off.
Yeah, that's true. Do you know he did an off-licence once with a toy gun? Well, we say he did. His brief told a Goodwin. Which filling stations?
There's Bloy Road and one at the end of Fellingdale.
Yeah? Well, that is Robbie's petrol, right? Why don't you give him a pull? Give him a pull.
Nine two from Sierra
9-2 receiving, over.
You all right down there, Robert? What are you up to?
Counting to 10 and thinking of my pension.
Constable Edwards. That saddle high enough?
Yes, thank you very much, sir.
Good. Now, we've had our difficulties with the Porterfield estate in the past. Today, we're taking a step towards greater mutual trust and understanding. Towards more sensitive policing.
Oh, so if we see somebody out of order, we don't nick them, sir?
Use your discretion, sure, as always. Get yourselves a cup of tea.
Thank you very much, sir.
Hello, Sergeant Colin.
Joan?
Thought you'd retired.
Not yet.
Me neither.
9292 from Sierra Oscar, receiving, over.
Yeah, 9-2 receiving, over.
Sarge, you on 4-beat now?
I am indeed.
Call from Caprillo Gardens. Mrs. Hardesty at number 29. She's worried about her neighbours, elderly couple not answering the door.
Okay, June, we'll deal.
Thanks, 92.
He's on his way.
You can tell me, you know, I won't grass.
I haven't seen or heard anything for 2 days. They've got a daughter down in Chatham, but I don't think they could have gone down there. They would have let me know. And Dolly's been a bit frail lately anyhow. This is me, 29. This is them. I took the milk in case it got pinched.
Mr. Pollard? Mrs. Pollard? Mr. Pollard? Mrs. Pollard? There's a light on in there somewhere. I suppose you've got a spare key, have you?
Only when they go away. They always leave it with me then.
Is there a caretaker?
You're joking.
Well, let's break in then. Careful with the glass. Mr. Pollard! Mrs. Pollard? Mr. Pollard? Sorry to disturb you, sir. Is your wife all right, Mr. Pollard?
Get out, you stupid woman. This is our bedroom.
Shall we make your wife a bit more comfortable, sir?
No. She's fine where she is.
the divisional surgeon and a mortuary van, yeah? And tell them to come to number 29 first, right? I don't want them just tramping in.
I've got that, Sarge.
Right, Mrs. Hardesty, you might as well go and sit down. No more you can do, and thanks for your help.
Mr. Pollard? Cup of tea, Mr. Pollard. Yeah?
You're Sergeant Cryer, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, saw you once down the station. Dolly lost her purse.
Did you get it back? How long were you married, Mr. Pollard?
We still are married.
Sorry. How long have you been married?
60 years.
Must have seen some good times together, eh?
I'm not letting her go without me. We always said we'd wait for each other.
You know what? I think that dentist has filled the wrong bloody tooth.
Sierra Oscar 5, Sierra Oscar 5 from Sierra Oscar.
5 receiving, over.
Sierra Oscar 5, call just received from the Giles Corner service station.
Not another one?
Naked suspect still on the scene, Oscar 5. The area car has been called, but if you're adjacent...
Yeah, we're on our way to Kinchin's house.
Who are you?
Police officer.
Well, there's his pop-pop.
Gone, has he?
As he ill. He's in here.
Well, I don't know what you expect me to do about it, Roy.
Basically, sir, kick up a stink. If all the chief suitors in the Met would have put pen to paper about the Crown Prosecution Service...
Nothing would happen. Morning, Ted.
Any luck with Hutchinson?
No, not a trace.
No, never mind. You've got 2 burglaries and a GBH upstairs.
Shouldn't you two be on your way?
Come on, man, there's nobody around.
Daisy, Daisy, I'm crazy for the love.
Extension 2962, please. Superintendent Chivers. It's Brian Kite here, says Sun Hill. I've got the samples. Shall I arrange delivery or will you send somebody? The mud, sir. The canister of highly toxic waste lost in the Thames. I was personally tasked because of the secrecy. I had a message through the CAD room and the letter. I see. Well, sorry to have troubled you, sir. Yeah, goodbye.
Mr. Mayor, Councillor Bradley, ladies and gentlemen, it's taken a lot of hard work to achieve what we're achieving here today. The initiatives to decrease crime and enhance the quality of life on the Porterfield estate have been a joint effort. And I'm only sorry that Harry Bracewell, the police community liaison officer, who's done so much to forge this new understanding partnership, cannot be with us today. But in his absence, I would now like to plant this symbolic partnership tree.
Here you are, sir.
Thank you. Its roots, deep in the earth we all tread. Its branches spread to the sun that gives us all life. A symbol of shared experience.
On this page.
Oh, you are.
Smile
Sit down, you little
These are from SO3, sir.
SO3?
The yard, sir.
Thank you. Cheers. That all seemed to go very well, sir. Especially to do it with the bikes. And your speech, of course.
Come on, let's go.
Easy.
No!
No, easy, mate.
No!
Easy, easy. Easy. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. She's all right. She's all right. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
He's got a really terrific one. He's like this, right? hang on a minute. Control Sun Hill. Yeah, sorry? Oh yes, hold on a sec, will you, please? June, it's for you, lad.
Yeah, go on. It's Ciara for me.
Hello?
I'm sorry for it. He's got his gloves on like this. It's magic.
Well, when you say deteriorating...
Everyone's going to want copies. I mean, net-wide distribution at the very least. Just tell me that's what. Oh yeah, I feel really drained. I think this is the most risky one I've ever done. Well,
Are you trying to tell me he's dead? Yes. Yes, I'll come along straight away. Thank you.
Look, a wind-up by the lads is one thing, Alec, but once a sergeant starts to undermine the authority of a senior officer...
well, we thought you might be a bit po-faced about it. That's why we never bothered to tell you.
Po-faced, yeah. Crusty old Uncle Bob. Well, as it happens, Alec, I agree with you. The man's a prat. But unlike you and me, he is young enough and clever enough to change. What about June?
June?
Well, I gave it to you to look after for the day, didn't I?
Oh, she had a phone call from the hospital just before 2, yeah.
And?
Don't know exactly. I was talking to Tom.
Cheers, Alec. But she was glad of your care and attention, wasn't she?
Constabulary duties to be done, come in. A policeman's marching.
Yes, Sergeant.
Keeping your head down till the relief's all gone, sir?
Come to gloat, have you?
Actually, I wasn't in on it, sir.
Nevertheless, enjoy it. No doubt everyone else will.
Well, I dare say there are some people who think you had your coming, sir. Doesn't mean I find it funny.
I appreciate your frankness, Sergeant, and your magnanimity. I overstepped the mark in our little chat this morning. I apologize. But as for the rest, I'm afraid they'll find that being unpopular, being the butt of practical jokes, which take up vast amounts of police time and resources, will in no way deflect me from doing my job.
Well, I wish you luck then, sir. And with your singing.
Don't tell me you're a Goodwin and Sullivan fan.
No, sir, I prefer Verdi, something with a bit more balls.
Yes, there we are, Jim.
Damn it, a security van's turned up.
This way.
After tap, oh, good. Looks like a rabbit one, doesn't it?
Sarge. 4044 on the left.
Mr. Dobson, please.
Everything all right?
Yeah.
Good.
All right, Ken.
Yes.
Yes? Mr. Jones, I'm the assistant hotel manager. May I have a word?
Well, it's not very convenient at the moment, I'm afraid.
Well, we have a problem with the
Oh,
electricity. Everybody's being moved to another floor. Sorry to inconvenience you. On behalf of the hotel management, I apologise to you and your wife.
Yes, of course.
Thanks for your cooperation.
Well, I don't think they'll be watching Coronation Street tonight.
Good evening, ladies.
Sorry, love.
It's okay.
Oh, no, sorry about that. Let me get your hand. Yeah.
That's all right.
Okay, Jim, you can move him out.
Suspect in Saab, parked in the vicinity of hotel.
Phase 1.
Excuse me, I think there's one or two things we
Next
sorted
problem,
out.
accommodation. We don't have enough rooms.
I've got to get home. My wife is on her own.
Some will have to share a room.
Make what arrangements you can, Roy. Is there anything we can do this end?
I always have a hot water bottle.
Yes. Wait a minute, sir.
No one has to worry. Everything will be taken care of.
Excuse me, could you be quiet, please? Dining room?
Yes, it's in that direction.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll follow me to the dining room.
Look, sir, none of these people have brought their own gear with them. So I'm going to have to buy it, OK?
Doesn't take the papers long to pick it up. Jury retired to hotel after failing to reach verdict on gangland killings.
Yeah, well, as long as the press don't know they're here.
Yeah, all the villains.
All the villains.
What? Going.
Come on, out! Out, come on! Hands on the roof. Move on. Legs apart.
Right.
I need a liaison officer, friends and relatives to be informed, that kind of thing.
Brian will be on night duty relief. He'll arrange for someone.
Hollis.
Hollis, did you get that, Roy?
Yeah.
Sorry to have dragged you out on this one, Roy. Came up rather unexpectedly. Caught us all on the hop. SO1 couldn't deal, so they found it out on us.
Just a minute, sir.
Carver and Dashwood have pulled a Fleet Street reporter watching the hotel.
Shit. We've got another problem, sir. Press have sussed us out.
How the hell?
There's not much we can do, sir.
I'll stand. I'll arrange to have extra men standing by if necessary. I'm very concerned, Roy. Knowing the Whelan brothers' reputation.
We'll manage. I'll be in touch. Stay by the doors, cover reception, and you can take that thing out your ear.
Pardon?
Let's go.
Our secret location, would you believe, is not a secret anymore.
What do you expect? All they had to do was tailor coach from the Old Bailey.
I want men from another district to cover this manor while our lads are at the hotel. You better make arrangements for 2 or 3 nights, just in case the jury don't reach a verdict. Nothing would surprise me.
Thought the case was cut and dry.
Yeah, so did the judge, apparently.
The evidence overwhelming.
Never trust a jury with overwhelming evidence, Brian, is when they start playing detective.
Have you ever dealt with the Whelans, sir?
Well, many years ago, when I was attached to Paddington, they were in gang warfare and protection then. They gave them too much rope. Much too much.
Excuse me. Listen, love, I need your help.
Certainly, what can I do?
You, the manager, and Mr. Dobson are the only ones that know what this is about. I can't afford for anyone else to know.
I've already been briefed.
If I fix it with your boss, will you stay on all night? Look, I wouldn't normally ask. It's very important.
This catch is broken. I'll get it fixed.
No, I haven't got the time, mate.
Well, it won't take me that long to get maintenance.
No, I'll leave it. We'll use the place as a restroom.
Well, if you need me, just pick up the phone.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. I know for some of you, having to stay overnight in a hotel is most inconvenient.
Actually, I find it quite exciting.
You would. As usher of the court, and having done this several times before, I think the best way to approach this situation is to imagine that you're still cloistered in the jury room at the Old Bailey and under oath. The same rules and regulations apply. No discussing the case with anybody other than yourselves. Not that you'll get the opportunity. The officers are here to protect you from outside influences. They have nothing to do with the case. They'll make sure that you don't leave the hotel, that you receive and make no phone calls. In fact, to all intents and purposes, you are cut off from the outside world. If you have any queries or you reach a verdict, I'm the person you come to. I shall contact the judge immediately.
If I could just clarify a few things. Now, you'll have a floor to yourselves. Outside your rooms, plainclothes officers will be stationed. Now, some of these officers will be armed, but I don't want that to worry you in any way.
Bit over the top, isn't it?
The judge has directed that you should receive 24-hour protection. How the officers decide to discharge that duty is up to them. They are the experts. They know what they're doing.
I'm happy with the situation. Well, I'm not. I don't believe the police should carry firearms. Encourages villains to do the same. That's why we're in this position here today, isn't it?
Personally, I don't like guns either.
Chicago-style shootouts on the streets of London.
As you can appreciate, everything has been arranged on the hurry-up at the last moment, which brings me to my next point. Because I want you all on the same floor, accommodation is going to be a problem. Some of you will have to share.
Would probably be a hardship, but I'd be willing to share with Miss Hines, provided no one tells my wife.
Very unsuitable remark.
If there are no more questions, have a nice meal and a peaceful night, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you about these guns. I think it's quite reassuring.
That lot wouldn't convict Ned Kelly.
That is not your problem, Sergeant.
Oi! Kay!
Yeah?
Here. How about this then? What do you think?
Oh, it's terrific.
I told you this job's banked today with technology, didn't I?
Right. I need chairs outside some of these rooms. If we're going to be here all night, we may as well be comfortable. Cheers.
Excuse me. You doing all right, kid?
I should be getting sergeant's pay for this.
Yeah, well, I'm on your side.
Do you really think the Whelans will try and nobble the jury, Sarge?
I don't know. They got the money and the means. They'll do well to get life.
I don't know what's wrong with Jane. She's been very moody lately.
It's her old man dying. It's just beginning to sink in.
None of us really want to be here, you know. I couldn't care less about the list. I'm not sharing a room with a puff, and that's fine. Please yourself. All right, Mr. Allen.
You shouldn't speak like that, Mr. Allen.
It's nothing to do with you.
No, don't speak to her like that.
Please, if you want to
don't speak to anybody like that.
What's all that about?
Gentlemen, will you please?
You're prejudiced.
Mr. Gruber, I'll share with you. I read a little at night, but that's my only vice.
You're a bit strong on the weed, aren't you?
Oh, I'm finding it difficult to kick the habit. It's getting dead boring down here.
Babysitting always is. How are things at home, now that you're on your own?
Dad never left a will, you know. Relations I've never heard of descending on the place like vultures, causing no end of aggravation. I don't really want to go back there.
No, I meant. Yeah.
A messenger's just left this. It's addressed to Mr. Steed, one of the jurors.
Have you got any scissors? Yeah, thanks. I won't be a moment.
Oh, what's that?
No, you wait here.
What's he up to?
He's cutting open the envelope.
What envelope?
It came by motorcycle messenger.
Bloody idiot. You've got to be out of your mind.
Yeah.
Return to Beckenham.
Sounds like the name of a movie.
It's a subtle way of telling him they know where he lives.
Fear of God up me if I was on a jury. A.R. Steed, 73, Dolby Estate, Beckenham.
Excuse me, Inspector, the switchboard just put a call through to me. It was for one of the jurors.
Who?
Mrs. Irving. They wanted to speak to her.
They're still on the line?
No. They mentioned something about her cat meeting with an accident. And when I asked who was speaking, they just rang off.
Don't tell anybody about this.
Okay.
Get our people on their toes. If they're going to start putting the pressure on, I want this place like a fortress. And you, I want to see outside. What's wrong?
What do you mean?
I left you in charge of that foyer because I can rely upon you. That motorcycle messenger came and went and you never saw a thing.
Well, there were at least 4 other officers there.
From other divisions, nobody's as far as I'm concerned. You were in charge, it was your responsibility. Luckily for you, Sergeant Cryer turned up.
Yeah, well, I can't have eyes and ears all over the place.
This is no game, Ackland. These people mean business. That envelope and phone call was just a starter. Now you go back in there and you stay at your post and you don't give me any reason to do something I might regret.
Oh, will you tell Inspector Galloway that Mrs. Irving's moggy's just been fed by a neighbour and it has still got 4 legs and a tail? Yeah. Oh, well, I couldn't get hold of Steve's wife. I think she's probably still at the bingo.
Right, lads.
Yeah.
All right, let's pay attention.
Gruber's boyfriend,
Where's this lot come from?
he was a little bit choked.
About relief.
Yeah, he wants to know if he's taking his vitamin tablets.
Patience.
What about the motorcycle messenger? Have you managed to trace him?
No, I didn't really have enough to go
Right,
on.
now, look, you new lads have been
I mean, if I'd had the name of the
drafted
firm
in
or
here because our
something,
relief are on jury
I might have been able to do something.
Oh, yes, so why weren't we allowed
But with what you gave me, tracing the owners would have been like a lottery.
Keep trying. He's a twit, Hollis. Oh, who else?
This way, is it?
All try and stay together, please. Straight down.
Lovely. Straight down.
Room for us to get out, yes. Right.
Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's all right.
Just between you and me, I don't think there'll be a second night.
Come to a decision, have they?
They're almost there.
You know those little green things?
Contemplate what we just integrated.
Oh, here we are. Okay, ladies, gents, thank you on the lift. Thanks very much. Good, in we go, thanks.
Oh, after you.
Right, we're not all going to get on. Excuse me. Thank you. Can we wait for another lift? Thank you, sir. Thanks very much.
Mike, I'll go.
Thank you, Jim.
See you later. Yes.
Just like to hold on one moment, ladies and gents.
Ted, you're clear. Yeah, bring him on.
Okay, can we have it in single file, please?
Thank you very much. When I was a kid, gives you a clear complexion, that's what she said. And you'll never be constipated.
Mr. Jacobson?
I always microwave everything. It preserves the vitamins, you see, all the good...
Mr. Gruber, the only thing stopping me becoming a vegetarian...
Where did they
I
go?
like meat.
Have you tried Red Dragon Surprise?
I'm getting well bored now. How much longer have we got to stay down here?
Till we're relieved, I suppose.
How can we take all these motors when they're coming and going all the time? Stupid. D957 RNM.
You want to admit an offence, Mr. Watson?
A criminal offence.
An offence of what?
Bigamy.
Bigamy.
It's been on my mind a long time.
Then you won't mind coming back tomorrow morning when the CID are available.
I want to get it off my chest. Tonight. I haven't slept for months worrying about it.
Take a seat through there, Mr. Watson.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy, take a break downstairs, okay?
Thanks.
You, Steve, there's some grub downstairs, mate. Take a break, all right?
Why aren't the ladies first?
Liz, do you want me to answer that? Can I get that for you?
Thank you.
Pleasure's all mine. Take care.
Oh, hey. How do I know what kind of makeup she wants? And makeup is makeup. Lipstick, rouge. How the hell should I know? I thought women carried everything around with them.
Miss Hines?
Yeah.
Listen, why don't you go and get yourself some grub, eh? They've done us really proud downstairs.
You don't want to go down first?
No.
Me neither. I'll go and give Ackland a break.
I haven't heard anything from Galloway yet, so I presume everything's all right.
Well, I could pop down there if you like, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Try and find out what that's all about, will you please?
Put him in the detention room and then ring the duty solicitor.
What have you got there?
Outraging public decency?
Go on, stick him in the bin.
I had no choice, Sarge. They were making love on a national monument.
Right. What have you got to say for yourself?
I was drunk.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to her.
All right, maybe I shouldn't have had a go at her.
No, she's been going for an old time. It's only a month since her old man died.
Well, so am I.
Oh, come on.
Look, whose head do you think is going to be on the chopping block tonight if this doesn't work out?
Yeah.
Why do you think we're in London? Because SO1 know this is an iffy one.
No.
I said, Ken, this is some spread, isn't it?
Well, it can't seem not anyway.
Yeah, it makes up for that stint in the basement, doesn't it?
Well, you all volunteered for it.
Now, let me establish a few things. Which wife is this?
My bigamous wife, Mary.
And when did you marry?
15 years ago.
15 years ago.
As I said, it's been worrying me for a long time.
Children?
10. Mary and I have 3. There's 4 from a previous marriage and 4 from my first marriage.
Your first marriage?
It didn't work out.
That makes 11 children.
11? Madeline. You're right. 11. Madeline. I'm always forgetting Madeline. I'm always forgetting Madeline.
Yeah, this don't smell right. How would you know? It's not wrapped in newspaper either, is it?
Do you fancy a walk? Make sure everything's all right.
What, now?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Come on, you don't need any more of that rubbish. Come on.
You need some of those flowers.
In Edinburgh, because in Scotland, yes, true, it will not happen this way. It will not. Good evening, madam.
Gin and tonic, ice and lemon.
Okay. Medicine.
Make it a double.
Okay.
That railway ticket and phone call are just a taster, believe me.
Well, why do you think I took a chance with the envelope? No, the pressure's going to go on the relatives now.
Yeah, but that's not down to us. And the professional nobblers out there, people paid a lot of money to put the frighteners on juries.
Yeah. You think the Whelans would need to do that? Their reputation is preceding them, as they say.
They should have been nicked years ago. Why this job has let them get as powerful and big as they are beats me.
They'll probably claim they're informants for MI6 or something like that.
A few backhanders at the top more like it.
We've got words like that anyways. It doesn't really matter.
Just checking to see if she was all right.
How did you get in there? You know it's out of bounds.
Well, you were asleep.
I was not asleep.
You must have dozed off,
I
Viv.
did not doze off. Do you hear me?
Well, can you have your perm done?
Inspector Galloway from 27. We've got a suspect on the 2nd floor.
Yeah, exact location, Jim.
I should have closed the bar some time ago, I'm sorry. I have a bottle of Bacardi in my room.
Don't you have a girl back home?
Sí, claro, pero I get lonely too, sometimes.
Is that why you want to lay every girl who walks in the bar?
I was only trying to be nice.
What are you doing in the ladies'
I'm
toilet?
the hotel security officer. It's my job to check all rooms.
Saw him coming here, didn't know who he was.
So, who is he? My name's Gibbon, hotel security.
You checked him out? ID card with photo, office keys, he's straight.
Of course I'm straight. Can I put my hands down?
Yeah.
Put the stuff back in your pockets.
I thought Mr. Ridgewell told you to keep out of the way.
I need to know what's going on. Hotel security is my responsibility.
All you need to know is that this building is probably more secure tonight than it'll ever be. Now go back to your office and stay there.
Will you stop playing with that thing, Shaw? I'm not playing with it.
Will you go careful with her, sir?
Bigamy is already an horrendously complex subject. How do you manage to complicate it even further, I don't know. Now, let's see if we can get it straight this time. I want to know the celebration of the first or lawful marriage and identity of the parties. In your case, that means where your second marriage took place, church or whatever.
Kingston.
Kingston, Surrey. And who was present besides the bride?
Jamaica.
Jamaica?
Kingston, Jamaica.
This is a wind-up, isn't it?
No, I was working on an offshore drilling ship.
I come from un aldeano. It's a small village 4 kilometers from Seville.
Oranges. And marmalade. Don't you make... You make marmalade from Seville oranges?
Oh, sí, mermelada, sí, marmalade. It's Maria, she's my girlfriend. She works for a, ¿cómo se dice? A grower.
What are you talking about?
Oranges.
You know, this is no way to turn a girl on talking about girls and oranges.
Sí, no has visto mis naranjas, eh?
What did you say?
How am I going to blow her back up again, sir?
Take her to a garage. How do I know? You right? Right. Pay attention. Side view.
The man said I could take her back if I wasn't satisfied.
Look, I haven't got all night.
I should get my money back.
Side view. Turn around.
I mean, the man promised if I was not satisfied. I mean, that's what he said.
I don't think that the Sale of Goods Act applies to second-hand blow-up dolls bought in the public bar of the Dog and Duck.
Yes. Thank you. Get me Inspector Galloway urgently. I'll take the call in my office.
Sir, there was a time when the jury was locked in a room at the Old Bailey until they reached a verdict.
Perhaps they take the job a bit more seriously now. Go into it a bit deeper.
Hope we don't make another night of it just to spite us.
They want you to call the chief super urgently. You can use the restroom, there's nobody in there.
Cheers. What's all that about?
Dunno. See her?
She's on duty in the reception, isn't she?
Well, she should be. I relieved her for grub some time ago. Didn't she come back?
Got it covered, haven't you?
Yeah, sent one of the new lads down there.
I better go and find her before Galloway does.
Why did you say I was asleep?
What?
You said I was asleep.
Oh, just forget about it, will you, Viv? Forget about it.
No, I'm not going to forget about it. I'm seriously thinking about reporting you.
Yeah, well, all right, but you'll make a fool of yourself.
I don't care.
Just leave it alone, will you? Leave it alone. Yeah, all right. But I promise you, at the end of the day, you're going to look pretty silly.
Maybe we go to your room, we talk a little?
What's the Spanish for no?
No.
I thought so.
Okay, what do you say?
What do I say?
See, what do you say we go to your room?
To my room? You just want to take advantage of a poor lonely girl who's pissed, don't you, Pancho?
Me llamo Pepe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You better come with us, hadn't you?
Ah! Now this is Pancho. He wants to get his leg over.
Pepe,
Now,
come on,
if I
June.
were you, I'd get on the first banana boat back home before I nick you, Pancho. Hey, I haven't got my bag.
June!
Oh!
Jacob's one of the jurors. His house has been set on fire.
Anybody hurt?
No, his wife was away staying with friends. Roy, it was arson. Somebody was seen running away.
The local Nick should have covered that. Bloody hell.
They're obviously putting the pressure on, so be careful.
I've tried a few stupid things at this end, but it hasn't come off.
Do you need any extra men?
No, we'll be all right.
Roy, good luck.
Cheers.
Bedrooms.
What are you two doing in here?
We've checked everywhere.
Well, almost. Well, come on, let's check it again.
I'm allowed to have a drink, aren't I? And I'm perfectly capable of looking after myself. Where are you taking me? I just want to go to bed.
Now listen!
I'm all right.
Listen!
I tell you, I'm all right.
You stay in here and keep out of the way.
Galloway catches you in the mood he's in,
Don't
it'll
give a
be your
shit
lot.
about Galloway.
You have let the side down, not Galloway, all of us. Now you keep quiet, stay in here until I come and get you. Understand? See if we didn't have enough bloody trouble.
Yeah. I'll sweat it out of her.
You right, mate? Well, I would be if I could get out and do my job.
Just relax. Take the night off.
Look, if I knew what this was all about, I could probably help you. I know the place like the back of my hand.
Well, you know what they say. Don't call us, we'll call you.
Someone hasn't sent you in here on purpose, have they?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Have you got the license for the second lawful marriage, the one in Jamaica?
No, I destroyed it because she might have found out.
What was the name of the church?
I think it was the United Spiritual Evangelist Mission of St. Rosa.
I think you're pulling my leg.
I could take you straight there, if we were there.
Look, I think it'd be better all round if you came back during the day and saw the CID.
No, I have to get it off my chest.
That way.
There we go.
All right? Cheers, lads.
Thanks a lot, sir.
All right, mate. Anything new?
Nope, been quiet.
Bastard.
What's the matter? This Granada wasn't here before.
Yeah, are you sure you not missed it?
I didn't miss it.
Well, it might have been them guys that relieved us. Perhaps they missed it.
Perhaps they haven't been doing their job.
Excuse me, just a minute.
Need assistance. Woman suspect, blonde, wearing a tracksuit, heading into the hotel. I've got enough aggravation without you making petty complaints about fellow officers.
But you haven't let me tell you what happened.
I don't want to know.
But sir, look, I'm sorry.
What?
They're chasing a suspect downstairs.
Come on.
Hey, stop! Police! Where is she? Christ,
All units, 5-4 to all units.
On the ground floor, near the telephone.
There's your sign of the bitch down there. Hey. Ah!
All units. All units. Down by the telephone area. All units. Suspect by public telephone.
Oi,
Sarge!
she's gone to the dining room, that way.
You're right.
Yeah. Try the basement again. She may have backtracked.
There she is! It's over there!
Go on, over there, over there. Look. Go on, Jim, down there, down there. Come on, let's forget it. Forget it. Come on. Jim, that's it, stop, stop. Now, come on, hold it up, somebody. Jim, come on. Come on, myself, that's it. All right, now, we've got her in the pool area. Yeah. Come on, come on. Come on, that's it, though.
There's no trace on the motor.
Drove out of the basement like the clappers. Melbourne doesn't even know what make it was.
How the hell did they get in here without somebody sitting on?
It's not difficult.
You all right?
Yeah.
Listen, get hold of that security officer. Let's see if he's got some answers.
Ted's ahead of you.
Staying silent is not going to help. I want to know what you're doing in this hotel. Who sent you and why? Look, you were on your way out, so whatever you were up to has been done.
Come on, love. You've been captured. Don't make it worse for yourself. They've left you in the lurch, haven't they? Sooner or later, we're going to find out.
Look at this. Is this the woman?
Yeah, that's her. I thought she was a guest. She caught me off guard.
She came in with a carrier bag.
If it takes all morning, we are going to find out.
You better get that cut in your head seen to.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I want this place searched thoroughly from top to bottom. We must find that carrier bag.
What carrier bag?
I'll need more people.
What carrier bag, for Christ's
Look,
sake?
we haven't got time for that. If she's not going to tell us her name, she's not going to tell us anything else, is she?
Look, what do you want me to do?
Handcuff her, take her back to the neck.
Right.
Tom, I want you to start on the first floor and work up. Don't disturb
Do you
the
want to
guest.
tell me what this is all about?
Ted will fill you in. Ted, start at the top, work down. Take a couple of those blokes.
Right,
Go with
Roy.
Tom, find that carrier bag.
Okay.
Okay, you and you.
Carrier bag.
What are you two cunters?
It's the only dry clothes we could find.
The chief super would like to know how much longer you'll be, sir. There's a bit of a panic on at the hotel.
I'd dearly like to drop this and walk out of here.
I didn't want to cause any trouble.
I'll call you if it develops, sir.
I don't want to disturb the juries if I can help it, sir. It might just be a carrier bag stuffed with rubbish. I don't know, but I've got to find out.
When you say you don't want to disturb the jurors, does this mean you haven't told Jacobs his house is burned down?
By the morning, I should know if the jury have reached a verdict. When I know that, Jacobs will find out about his house.
Gov, we found it. The carrier bag.
We found the bag, sir. I'll be in touch. Bloody hell.
What do we do? Evacuate the place?
Found it?
Take a look.
Well, there's a bomb. She's got the wrong floor.
She has and she hasn't. This was the floor we were originally going to use.
Well, we'd better move them out, hadn't we?
The idea is to frighten, not to kill. That's what you've got to bear in mind.
Well, let's pick it up and take it outside.
If you hadn't sent that cow back to Nick, we could have got her to carry it out. Then we'd have found out if it was a bomb or not. Why not go through the correct procedure?
Ted, get an explosives officer.
Look, why don't I just pick up the damn thing, walk it outside, and sling it in the river?
The river's 3 miles away, Sarge. Look, we've got enough Clark Kents in this outfit. Just do as you're told and get an explosives officer.
Oh, it was only a suggestion.
Right. Evacuate the rooms in the immediate area. 3 or 4 either side.
All right, go.
Where's Ackland?
What about the jury on the floor above?
Oh, what they don't know, they won't worry about, will they? Look, I want Ackland up here right away.
What's the punishment? I mean, what will I get?
Besides 2 mother-in-laws, about 7 years we keep going like this.
I'm sorry if I keep confusing you. It's probably the Irish side of my family.
Irish? North or south?
South. Born Dublin. Went to school over here at an early age.
Wait a minute.
That's why I haven't got an accent.
Here we are. Where the second marriage takes place elsewhere than England, Wales or Northern Ireland, unless the offender is a citizen of the United Kingdom and colonies. Mr. Watson, if you find you can't sleep anymore, I advise you to catch a cab and take a trip to the Irish Embassy and tell them about it.
I forgot. Did I mention I was dual nationality?
Mr. Watson, I bid you and your wife good night. Sorry, good morning. Now please get out of this station, both of you.
Last one.
Yes, I must be fast asleep. It's the 3rd time I've tried.
Hold on.
Ganja?
I'll leave this one to you, mate. And remember, the body searches come afterwards.
Well, you didn't think I was going to miss a chance like this, did you?
Bloody hell.
I've left Ackland down on reception. Thought we'd better keep it covered in case this is a diversion.
You know, Ted was right. I feel like I could walk up to that bag, pick it up and carry it straight out of here.
Forget it.
Major Murray.
Boy Galloway, it's Bob Cry.
Hey there. What you got?
Well, it might be nothing. It's around here.
A bit obvious, isn't it?
Do you want me to get your gear out of your motor?
No. Anyone got a knife on them? Penknife, anything?
Yeah, I have. Was that found in the street?
Stand back, out of the way.
Must be mad.
You've got to be to have that job.
I think we should take a walk.
All clear!
Dirty laundry.
Looks like it. I feel such a bloody fool.
That man must have nerves of steel.
That's your department. I've done my job.
How did you know?
I've been doing this a long time.
With all that sophisticated equipment, why take a chance?
Well, I told you that I should have gone...
Oh.
Oh, fine. As I said, that's your department. I've seen a few severed limbs in my time, but not one made of rubber.
What? It's not real.
Perhaps it's double jointed.
Well, I broke the knuckles first.
Oh, leave it out, Bob.
Blood's real enough.
Ted?
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
For the first time in my career, I felt like strangling someone.
Huh?
I would never have thought that one alleged crime could cause me to completely lose my cool.
What crime would that be, sir?
Bigamy.
Not a weirdo called,
Watson.
He can't sleep, wife's a miserable cow, hangs onto his arm, says nothing.
Why?
Not a lot, except he comes in here about 6 or 7 times a year and reports the offence.
I'll tell you, whoever thought this one up has got to be twisted.
I'm surprised they stuck a dummy one in there in that firm.
That'll be all right for forensic, won't it?
Why don't you stick it down the Carsley?
please sign his card, sir? Would you like a morning paper, sir?
No.
You can't put it in there.
Well, I'm not going to carry it around with me for the rest of the morning, now, am I?
Well, supposing someone takes it out by mistake.
Yeah, well, they're going to get a bloody nasty shock, I think.
Here you go.
The bloke you just checked in.
Mr. Reichel. He thought you were a prostitute touting for business.
Two propositions in one night can't be bad.
Suspicious.
Well, it's a funny time to check in.
Here we are. Reservation made by Matthias Construction, Huddersfield. There's no other details. Oh, hang on. The firm made 2 other reservations yesterday evening by phone. I should think they're reps.
Yesterday evening?
Mr. Cooper and Mr. Moore. They've a room adjoining Mr. Reichel's on the 1st floor. We've also got a car garaged in the basement. A Granada.
You see, the bomb was not in the suitcase. The suitcase is the bomb.
You mean the suitcase is made out of bomb-making material?
Oh, there's some brilliant minds, evil minds at work these days.
Whatever will they think of next? Look, thanks for coming, and I'm sorry it was a blowout. I mean, false alarm.
Remember, never touch. Always call us out, no matter how tempted you are to pick the object up.
I remember, and thanks again.
I think I'm onto something.
I'm not for the right twit in this gear. I'm never going to get this stuff dry.
I'll be singing in the Vienna Boys Choir if I don't get out of these trousers soon.
Let's go. I'm sorry, God. Can you say that again? I don't understand.
You don't have to understand,
Can I try
Carver.
some of
Just
those?
do it. So what have we got?
Well, have you tried more
Ackland
with
stumbled on
Brownlow?
3 fellas that have checked in on false particulars.
you?
What's new? With a bent motor downstairs.
I knew it was suspect. Oh, I should have.
What are you doing?
Oh, that's the last one this
Sorry,
time, then
madam.
I'll
There's
go.
been a bomb scare. We found a package at reception. Yeah, OK, Sarge. So we're having to evacuate the building. If you can get your things together, we'll move you out.
Roger.
Hotel staff, sir?
What's going on out there?
There's a suspect package being found at reception. We think it might be a bomb. I've been asked to evacuate all the rooms for the safety of our guests. No! Oh, God! Push! Come on, push! There you are! Don't go and try it! Don't shoot. Carver!
Sir, hands
Sir,
on
turn
sit down.
Turn up! Go back!
Right. Come along, man.
Tom!
Get him down.
OK.
Right? Yeah, it's clear. You all right?
Yeah,
yeah. Right.
Stay this way.
Get him downstairs. As soon as you're free, come back again. We'll need you.
Right, Sarge.
Get up! Come on out.
Move! Move! On your knees! Move!
Come on.
Hands your back! Go on! Come on your feet! Hey, look at this! Blimey! Have a look in that bag.
Bloody hell. We've hit the jackpot!
Sir?
Do you mind knocking, Hollis?
Sir, they've just captured an IRA cell.
What are you talking about?
Mr. Galloway's team. They've crashed in on an arms deal between a couple of IRA men and a gun runner, and it's nothing to do with the jurors.
The IRA?
They've got suitcases of arms, a bomb, and a hell of a load of money.
Get me a car.
Sir.
You think they managed to reach a verdict?
They only knew what went on while they lay safely tucked up in bed.
I suppose I better break the news to Jacobs, eh?
OK, I'm ready.
Morning.
Excuse me. Is it too early for a cold beer?
Oh, no, you don't.
Or a very large martini?
No, actually, I'm not part of the...
Okay, I'll have a coffee on the terrace.
Thank you for looking after us.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah.
I hope it hasn't been too boring for you.
Well, we managed to stay awake, just.
Have they reached a verdict? Not one you'd approve of, I'm afraid. They argued and argued the case over breakfast. I think some of them have been nobbled.
I wouldn't be surprised if they haven't all been got at.
It's usually the ones you least expect. So what can you do? For you lads, there's always another time, I suppose.
Welcome still, yeah?
Yeah.
Jill, are you going to inform the parents or shall I?
That's all right, I'll deal with it.
OK, Jill. Right, sir, just like come with me. Thank you. Excuse me. Right, now this is what I want you to do.
He means well.
I've had enough of these crime bullies to paper out my living room.
Oh, is that a moth? A fiver? Is that what you're going to put up? A measly fiver? This is Wooden Tops versus Superstar. Come on, you're talking about the match of the year, Gov. Now, there's confidence for you.
How come they trusted you to hold the bets? That's what I want to know.
Trusty, upstanding.
Well, honest Tom.
Right, tonight at 7, knock 3 times and ask for bill. Latecomers won't be admitted.
If Hollis finds out, Kite will know, and then it'll all be off.
Here you go, mate.
You've lost a tortoise.
A tortoise?
Yeah, Terry.
Terry.
Terry the tortoise.
Terry the tortoise. Very good.
It's not very good. I want him back.
Yeah, well, of course you do.
I like the name, Terry.
Yeah, it's, well, it's a nice name.
What am I supposed to do now?
Well, if I was you, mate, I'd start thinking about setting up roadblocks.
Gotcha!
Easy, pal, easy. Come on.
How much?
I wish these county forces would do their own inquiries. How much what?
How much faith have you got in the uniform branch?
Oh, yeah.
You know, there are 59 white Ford Transits registered on this ground. And in 2 days, Smith and Frank have only managed to interview 15 owners.
Galloway's down for a tenner.
That's all you're getting.
So how much longer is this inquiry going to keep you off the street?
Oh, forever if I want it to. Oh, Robin, yes, down there.
Yorkie's been lumbered with an accident, Sarge.
See what I mean?
I'm innocent! I haven't done anything! Call the police! I'm being kidnapped! Help! I'm innocent! I haven't done anything! Let me go! Help! Call the police! I'm being kidnapped!
Yeah, being a collator's not as easy as people think, you know. Ah, did you inform Interpol?
Do you know her parents paid £175
quid for that tortoise? £175 for a tortoise? Oh dear, there's not a lot of people know that.
And it's illegal to import them.
Yeah, could be big business imported tortoises. Good morning. I'll put them in its crime bulletin. Hello, my name is Chief Super. As it happens, he is on my mailing list.
Not now, Tom. I've got us something to eat.
Well, I've got to go out.
Look, I haven't had any bloody breakfast
All right,
yet.
well, tell us how much you want to put on the big match and I'll collect the money later.
Tom, have you got a minute?
2 quid!
2 quid?
Tom, can you do us a favour?
2 quid? Do you hear that? 2 quid?
Oh, but you've seen the suits he wears, is he not? So he's taken
Yeah, tight bastard.
Look, Tom, I've just had a telephone call from Nottingham about one of these pink questionnaires I submitted. They urgently want a follow-up statement.
Oh, how urgent?
Straight away. They want to ring them back with the result before lunch.
What's wrong with Frank?
Well, I can't find him and everyone else is doing something.
Hey, Vic, did you know that it was illegal to import tortoises into this country?
Must be something I've eaten.
Do you know there's a lot of money to be made nicking them straight? Here, are you all right?
Yes, fine, thanks.
Right, I'll see you later, Toby, okay? Excuse me, can I use your phone, please? Please do.
Yesterday alone, £1,000 worth of equipment stolen from a car here. A £300 radio stolen from a car there. A car here, jacked up, left on blocks, wheels gone, another £1,000.
It's all commuter vehicles, sir.
It doesn't matter who they belong to. In the last 3 weeks, there have been 25 similar incidents, all in the same area. It's got to stop.
Why don't we get the crime squad on to deal with it, sir?
I'm loath to ask them. Come in.
There's crime bulletin for you, sir.
Thank you.
And printer message.
All right, thank you, Hollis.
Manpower is the problem, sir.
This has nothing to do with manpower. All you've got to do is get a couple of lads down there for a few hours every day, and you must catch these thieves. Now, no more excuses. I am sick of people complaining that we're doing nothing. Now, get together, you two. I want results.
Where's Peters?
Wait, where's Peters?
Excuse me.
Right.
What we got?
God, put your shoe back on, Taff. I feel bad enough as it is.
There's a lot of money riding on this match tonight, you know. Mine's on the opposition, Schroeder.
I thought since you got married, you'd wash your feet once in a while.
I was proceeding in an easterly direction along the west. Do you have to be an athlete to get athlete's foot? When I noticed something smelly stuck to the sole of
I'm
my
going to
boot.
get some fresh air.
You all right, Biff?
Only that. Ever since I came to London, I just keep touching things.
I don't feel that clever.
I reckon you ought to put you through a sheep dip next time you're home, Taff.
I'm sorry, Mr. Howard. Say that again. The office toilet was engaged. I had to go somewhere. But the storeroom window, Mr. Howard, looks out onto the street. Look, it's the truth. Where's your witnesses, Mike?
They're on their way. Ted's gone to pick them up.
Can I speak to the school secretary, please? Oh, cheers. It's the third time I've been here this week. I'm beginning to feel like an impatient myself. No, it's the business telephone number of the boys' parents that I need. They don't know about the accident.
Witnesses for the Welsh flasher go.
Yeah, well, Carver and I are going out for a while, I reckon. Give Dashwood a hand to sort that one out. Don't spend it all down here, though.
Yeah, all right.
How long's this going to take?
Yeah, we got to get back to work, you know.
Well, listen, you're like a breath of fresh air in this place, girls. Don't want to spoil it all by asking silly questions like that. Yeah, I used to get around at one time. Cafe Royal, Rheingold, all those under 25 dives.
Under 25 dives. Leave out, Grandad. That was before I was born.
Yeah, this geezer looks more like Rocky III.
Yeah, well, this job ages you very quickly. Doesn't it, Dashers?
Ackland's out on a job, and Martella's been taken sick.
Oh, well then, it's down to us. I'm sure you girls wouldn't mind making a written statement to me and Mike about this flasher, would you?
Ted, it might be a little embarrassing.
You got a dirty laugh.
Have a moment. Just a minute. Dr. Zenith, Ward 10 has a problem. I was just about to phone the station.
Dr. Zenith?
Ward 10?
Yeah, sure. Look, do you think you could see the boys' parents for me? They're on their way now.
Of course, yes.
Thanks a lot.
If you come down here, one of the uniform lads, and sit up for a couple of hours, tomorrow, you must strike.
I have been keeping casual observation, Gov, but it's a larger area than you think.
How many suspects you pulled?
A few.
A handful. And the chief super's doing his nut.
It's finding the time, Gov.
I don't know. What happened to good old-fashioned police work? If it's not a robbery, or you're on overtime, nobody wants to know these days.
But you must have been insulted when he exposed himself. I mean, it's not the sort of thing that happens every day, is it? This is useless.
Don't worry, Mike. Just get something down on paper.
That's not the point.
Look, girls, you've seen it all before, haven't you? That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
This is ridiculous.
You talk with the crazy lady on the top floor, eh? I asked her nicely to get rid of the cats. It's no good, eh? It's too bad, isn't it? She's no good to anyone, okay? Listen, maybe I go to the station, speak with the inspector. She's crazy. I tell her, you get rid of the cats or you go. She's crazy. She need help, eh?
When did you buy this bar of chocolate, Janice?
Just as the supermarket was closing.
Mm-hmm. And when did you first start to feel ill?
Last night. Tasted funny. That's why I didn't finish it. I put it in my pocket to have later.
Yes, well, we're thankful you did too, young lady.
I thought it might have been something else I'd eaten.
Yeah, well, Dr. Zenith tells me you're going to be all right, Janice. So you'll soon be back playing tennis. That's your game, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's my favourite too. Don't worry, you'll be out of here in no time.
You could say that I'm free and available.
Oh, how many times have I heard that before?
Married and available, that's what he means, Joyce.
Do I look the married type?
All right. Lunchtime, drunken sailor, yeah?
Yeah, you're on. Don't be late now. See ya.
Ted, what in hell's name are you playing at?
We've Stewart.
Howard will never go down with witnesses like that.
Just don't panic. We'll do them under the Attorney General guidelines.
I don't want him walking out of here with a caution.
It's a nothing job anyway.
Ted, today's flasher could be tomorrow's rapist.
What? That might... God, I don't know. You're joking.
Just going to see if I can catch a lift.
Look, just forget it, all right?
What do you mean, forget it?
If you don't want to go down and meet the girls at lunchtime, that is fine by me.
Ted! Blimey, what the hell's that all about?
It's a nice big match, isn't it? Everybody's getting edgy.
To inject a bar of chocolate with poison, they've got to be out their tiny minds.
I've checked with surrounding hospitals. There appear to be no other reported cases of food poisoning in this area.
Oh, looks like you've done my job for me.
Yes.
We'll sit up here for half an hour if that's all right with you.
Yes, sir.
I've got other work to do, but I'm willing to spend a little time on this, even if it's a couple of kids nicking from motors.
Sergeant Penny's out on patrol. I can get him to meet you there, June. Is that all right?
Thanks, Nick.
I heard. Sorry if I lumbered you with
No,
that.
that's all right. I'd have probably ended up doing it anyway. Look, if you get any more food poisoning cases, will you ring the station right away? I'm going to be at the supermarket round the corner.
Boys' parents, they did want to speak.
Hello? Police? Anyone home? Hello?
Sarge, June's got a funny down at Eagle's supermarket. I can't reach Sergeant Penny.
So?
No one else available, Sarge. Inspector Kite's in with a group from social services. Sergeant Peters as custody officer.
Mr. Reese, this is Sergeant Pryor.
Nice to meet you. Mr. Reese, what's happening?
Well, somebody's been injecting bars of chocolate with poison. thanks to Mr. Reese's stock-taking system, we'd accounted for every bar except one.
The bar was sold this morning. Unfortunately, the girl on the checkout was having problems with the receipt readout.
Receipt readout?
Till.
The computer checkout system. The checkout girl took the money for the chocolate without looking up. She didn't see the customer.
Right, let's go on the assumption that someone local bought the bar of chocolate, shall we? Arrange for a car to tour the area, warning everyone, and then give up the scores.
Local radio?
Yeah, give it the full works.
Yeah, can I use your office?
Certainly, I'll show you.
Yeah, hold on, Mr. Reese. The officer will find a way, thank you.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she can.
Yeah. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty, shall we?
Nitty-gritty?
A suspect.
I'm sorry?
Well, with your elaborate stock-taking system, there has to be someone on the firm, doesn't it? Who else would have the opportunity?
Come to something with a DI, he's got to sit out on an observation.
You don't have to, sir.
Hello? What we got here? Couple of burglars' heads if ever I saw some. Cop the number, Carver. Another show out. Bet your life. It's the little team that's been doing all the nicking down here.
27 to base. PNC check urgent.
2 area cars should be enough for the immediate vicinity. Can you put me through to that extension? Yes.
That's him. William Mercer.
Yeah, I know.
How long have you employed him?
3 weeks.
You just gave him a reprimand?
An official caution. Goes on his record. Company's very strict about drinking during working hours.
And he said nothing?
Nothing. But he never does. A loner.
Inspector Hopkirk?
Has he got a locker?
Yes, it is.
Not until he's permanent staff.
Cars urgently.
Car, a motorbike?
An old customised Ford. Parks it in a cul-de-sac round the back. Why?
Will do.
There's no point in me charging if I haven't got the evidence, is there?
I need help. Please get me a doctor. A doctor. Please.
Be a nice little touch for us, this. We're tailing for a few blocks.
What do you mean, burglars' heads?
Burglars' heads? So you tell a villain, show of his head.
Well, they didn't teach me that in detective training school.
Your education is sadly lacking, Carver. Little team like that with a couple of bent spoons.
Sierra Oscar 27, change to channel 4 and go car to car with Delta 379.
Delta 379?
Did you receive that 27?
Will do. Delta 379 from Sierra Oscar 27, receiving over.
Vehicle not reported lost or stolen. 27 out in a hero, we just got our back on surveillance. Vehicle registered to... Yeah, the Bedford van in front of you. The Metropolitan Police.
Not funny, Carver. These people doing surveillance on our manor should let us know.
It's not that. It's burglars' heads.
If anyone has purchased a bar of chocolate from the Eagle supermarket, Wilson Street, within the last 24 hours, please contact. Sierra Oscar 1, we will assist.
2-7, we're on our way. Next on the left, Gov, and we should be on top of them. There they are. Right, have him.
To all units from 2-7. Suspect is in Danvers Road heading...
Sergeant Penny been in touch? On running at all?
No, we've not heard from him, sir.
Suspect is making for the shunting yard off Watermill Lane.
Bloody hell, you think you're going? What the?
Now, you either come down now, or they'll throw you down. Yeah. Chain. Anything you can't handle, Bob?
Listen, I need medical help. I need it badly. Get me my radio, for God's sake!
I cannot contact Sergeant Penny. I need him to go to the social services with me this afternoon.
Well, he did a little job for me earlier, but that was hours ago.
He can't disappear into thin air.
You sure he's not still in the station?
No, I've seen him anywhere.
Well, I'll ring Lavell's van and see what time he left, yeah?
OK, Bob.
Haven't been practising, have you?
Sarge?
Yeah, in a minute.
Sir? I've just realised who's had that bar of chocolate.
Viv! Viv!
Well, maybe she's taken something to make her sleep.
Then we're going to have to break the door down, aren't we? Hold on, she's coming. Come on, Viv, we're taking you to hospital.
Come on, love.
Come on.
Some of these bars have been contaminated. If you've purchased a bar of chocolate...
Person who purchased chocolate bar has now been located.
Oh,
great.
Thank God for that. What a nightmare, eh?
Well, I suppose you better drop me off an 8-beat. I've got to get rid of a few more of these puffy pink questionnaires.
Don't worry, Viv. We'll have you there in no time.
Now, look, they're probably going to have to use the stomach.
Look,
But
hold on.
No, it won't hurt.
Look, I'm not going anywhere until you tell me what this is all about.
They just stick a tube down your throat and that's it.
Shut up. The chocolate bar, Viv.
What chocolate bar?
The one you got from the Egan supermarket. You did get one from the supermarket, didn't you?
No.
Not from the supermarket.
What are you talking about?
Well, what made you go Tom and Dick, then?
Prawn vindaloo and a double portion of curried veg.
I'm gonna kick Hollis's arse all the way to Southend.
Not from the Shahabirani.
Last night, washed it down with half a litre of Asplunk.
Well, it's been a mad, mad morning, eh?
Thanks for the lift.
Please
I should be
cancel
glad to
my
book off
earlier
Tuesday.
transmission re contaminated chocolate. Suspect bar has not been recovered as stated earlier.
Oh, no.
That's
Repeat,
just
not
brilliant.
recovered.
My radio.
Some of these bars have been contaminated. So if you purchased a bar of chocolate from the Eagle supermarket, or if somebody gave you a bar of...
Just heard, thank God. Got it there this morning.
Look at it this way. It's a lunchtime drink with a couple of girls.
Ted, they're witnesses.
Yeah, so we can say we bumped into them. You know, haven't you got any imagination?
Tom Penny's missing.
So he's missing.
No, I mean missing, yeah?
Yeah, and we got all these bits and pieces. I was hoping you'd say that. Yeah, all right.
I'd appreciate your help on this one.
What is it they say about a bad penny?
No, I've looked everywhere. We've had no radio contact with him since he left Lavell's.
He hasn't been seen right.
Look, you know Tom Penny as well as I do. Could be
he's doing an
anywhere.
urgent job for me. Now, whatever you say about Tom, when it's things that matter, he's right on the ball.
What's the matter with you? You're letting me die!
This isn't going to mess out the big thingy tonight, is it?
Well, you're frightened of losing your money.
Yeah,
thingy?
5 to 2
What
one. He's
thingy?
run off with the betting
Huh?
money.
Yeah, betting money? What betting money?
I bet he's in bed with a piece of crumpet.
Probably
Oh,
getting
just
my
like he's
share.
got a
I'd
feather
really
duvet,
like that.
are you, okay?
You're not going to look pretty stupid if he's laying in an alley somewhere, aren't you?
You're serious, you're...
It won't be.
Penny will probably come waltzing in through that door any moment with that silly grin on his face.
What's wrong with you lot? Can't we get this thing moving?
Nothing to get you all lot moving. Not even a good dose of rhubarb.
Yeah, well, at least mine don't go missing, Cryer. Have you tried the massage parlour in Elgin Street?
When it comes to serious police work, he's a pedantic old fusspot.
He's an old fart.
All right, leave that, Hollis, will you? That cigarette out, would you? All right, settle down, everybody. Now, as you probably all know, Sergeant Penny hasn't been seen since midday. There may be a perfectly innocent explanation, but we can't take that chance. So, I want you all to go out on your beats and make casual inquiries.
Oh.
The late turn officers have been informed, and they'll work normally for the time being. I want the initial inquiries made by this relief for reasons of confidentiality. So, please, at this stage, be discreet. I'll see you all back here in an hour if nothing's forthcoming. Good luck.
Sir.
You crazy woman, I want you out! Hey!
How?
I piss on your door! Eh? See? Eh? Okay? Next time I bring my friends, we all piss against your door. We make all kinds of mess on the floor. You want that? Eh? You crazy woman. I know you're there. Eh? Maybe soon I set fire, I kill your cats. Okay?
How? 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 How?
Shut the door. Yes, Bob.
Penny can be an elusive character.
He does sail close to the wind.
Tom Penny is missing. There's no ifs and buts about it. Tom is missing.
We have to consider every avenue.
Consider? We shouldn't be considering anything. We should be ringing Tom Penny's wife.
I'd like to know more before I take that step.
But let me talk to her, sir. I've known her a long while.
All right. And don't mention he's missing, just see if he's been in touch.
Right. Give me Tom Penny's home number, will you? Hello, Wendy. It's Bob. Bob Cryer. How are you? Listen, has Tom come home yet? Ah, I missed him before he booked off. Never mind, it's not urgent. How's the family, by the way? Oh, the same. You know, same old moans. Don't see enough of me. Listen, if he gets home in the next half hour, will you get him to give me a ring here at the office? All right, thanks, Wendy. I'll see you, Pet. Bye.
Perhaps she's covering for him.
I'll have to go and see him.
Right, I'll come with you, sir.
Give it half an hour. If nothing's surfaced by then, we'll make it official.
There's a few places I'd like to try, so where Penny may have paid a visit.
You've got to help me.
Any luck?
Anything?
Nothing. I still reckon he's got a bird somewhere.
You would. So it's all right here. Okay, thanks, Willie. Cheers. All the best, mate. Throw in blanks.
Oh, Terry's done next.
Nah, Penny won't be seen dead in that place.
Engage brain before putting mouth in gear, eh?
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I don't know. Hey, maybe he's run off with the barmaid from the Old Red Lion.
Whew, he should be so lucky.
Right, thank you very much. No, there's nothing, Bob.
I don't see how you can hold out much longer. You'll have to tell her.
We'll go in my car.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Can you do something about that car?
Like what?
Tow it away.
Why?
Because I've got 6 cubic meters of wet concrete being delivered any minute now, that's why.
Oh, that's your problem, not mine.
Thanks a lot. Hey, excuse me. Hey, boy. If I can get it open, can I push it out of the way?
As long as you use no more force than is necessary.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Using no more force than is necessary.
I didn't mean smashing the window.
Look, I haven't got a key, have I? Or else am I gonna get it? Come on. Give us a hand. Push it out of the way. Come on.
Why can't I have bail? Because I believe you'll go out and do it again. Look, I want a solicitor. He's on his way. You can't do this. What I can or can't do doesn't come into it. Move, say. In there. What fascinates me, Mr. Mercer, is how you knew what measure of rat poison to inject into those bars. I mean, you not being a Nobel Prize winner and all that. I guessed. Reckless as to whether injury or death would result. What? In plain language, Mr. Mercer, you didn't give a shit. I didn't tell you to break into the car.
How else am I gonna get in? Look, let's face it, if I used the crowbar to open the door, it would have done much more damage.
This is not the way to go about
What the hell have you done to my car?
They smashed the window,
Just
Harry.
a moment,
Oh, it's
please,
your
sir.
car.
Could you move along, please?
Are you
I have told
responsible
you
for
once.
this?
Listen, there's a
Yes,
sign there that
yes,
says...
yes.
Look, hold
There's a
on.
dent there.
What? There's no parking.
Could you
You
just let
don't
me
just
have-
leave
No
the car.
parking.
No parking.
There is nothing to say that we can't park here.
Terry the tortoise.
Policeman found it for me.
We're working on Bob Cry's relief.
Call of the wild. Another tortoise in the next garden.
A girl tortoise.
I'm glad to hear it. You look after that, won't you?
Go then, let's get Terry home. And your mum, she's outside.
What you doing here?
Someone see me.
I said, what you doing here?
It's I made a complaint.
Complaint?
Yeah, it's a little complaint.
Mr. Galloway?
Mr. Galloway, I have a crazy woman. She's a tenant, Mr. Galloway. She's a crazy, huh? She smells, innit? She got many cats.
So?
So one of your officers, I asked him to see her, to talk with her. She's a crazy, Mr. Galloway.
Up to your old tricks again. Hmm? How much property you got now? Must own half a shortage, yeah? Harassing tenants again?
No, no.
Because if you are, I'll nick you, Dimitri. You know that, don't you?
That's why I come to the station, Mr. Galloway. I remember what you say, eh? Officially, eh? Innit?
One of these days, Dimitri. One of these days.
I want him arrested.
We will be sorted.
Yes, we will be sorted.
Yesterday.
Well, they shouldn't have parked in there, should
please,
you?
stop arguing. Arguing is not
Who's
going to help.
going to pay for this? That's what I want to know.
Excuse me! If I can't drop this load in sight, I'll let you go on the road.
Look, I want it in sight. I don't want it on the road.
Will you stop arguing? Stop arguing.
Stop arguing. It's your fault. You're the one who told me to do it in the first place.
You told him to do it?
I don't believe it.
I didn't exactly say throw a brick through the window.
You're supposed to uphold the law, not be a vandal.
Yeah, I bet you he's a Chelsea supporter.
I told this gentleman, mister...
He's no gentleman.
Use the minimum of...
Do you want this concrete or not?
Look, are you going to move the car or do I have to move it?
Nobody is going to move this car until we decide who's going to pay for the damage.
Put the concrete on the car.
Quite right.
Put the concrete on the car.
I can't find any record of a complaint about a crazy woman with cats, sir. Who was the officer you spoke to? What did he look like? Did he have dark hair? It wasn't a sergeant you spoke to, was it?
Sergeant, maybe sergeant.
Wait there a minute. Don't go away.
That is the incident room number. At some stage, we're going to have to cancel this big match tonight, you know.
As you start to come in, I want you to process. Get that
I don't know if it means anything, Sarge, but I've got a Greek Cypriot at the front desk moaning about an officer. Tell me something new.
Is that so?
Regarding a complaint he made this morning.
We wouldn't like to start again, would you?
He stopped this officer in the street and complained about a woman, tenant of his. She's got all these stray moggies and that, and he wants
Alice.
Alice?
You know Alice.
Huh?
Alice, she's got all them corks and prams and she collects newspapers and that.
Sarge, she's a nutty old cow.
Well, she's more eccentric, I
He wanted the officer to go round there and have a word with her.
You come to the point.
Well, the point is, it might have been a sergeant he spoke to.
I know the house.
Right, Taff, you go with him and stay on the air.
What's happening?
Oh, and maybe, perhaps, who knows?
Who's going to pay for the damage?
Misunderstand
the situation. You want this concrete or don't you?
Yeah, I want the concrete. Bung it on the car if you have to. Look, he's going to move it.
No, I am not moving the car until...
Wendy. Mrs. Penny.
What's happened?
May we come in, please? Thank you.
I shudder opening the door to another policeman. Especially a chief superintendent.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Never ring, do you? Always
Wendy,
send somebody round.
perhaps we should sit down.
Oh, well, shows potential, doesn't it?
Look, I know she lives here. She must be right at the top.
Live? How can anybody live in a hole like this?
Shut up. Listen.
He usually phones me. I've had this feeling all morning that, like something was wrong.
Look, Mrs. Penny, it's just that Tom hasn't booked off duty. We don't know where he is. Now, is there any possibility... Well, have you any idea where he might be?
What do you mean, where he might be?
We have to explore every avenue.
God, it's like a toilet. That secret Hunt's probably been trying to drive her out.
Alice? Come on, Alice, open up. Alice, it's your favourite policeman. Tony. Bloody hell. Quick, get an ambulance!
Oh, my God.
For Christ's sake, don't just stand there, do something!
Sierra Oscar from 101.
We have investigated the obvious. Look, it's just that sometimes when a person disappears, well, it may be domestic. A situation in the home that we're not aware of. An incident in the past that might have triggered something off in Tom.
He's alive!
No, it's working, eh?
Penny's been found.
Oh, brilliant!
There have been other women, but that was a long time ago. Bob will tell you.
It's all right, I'll get it.
Hello?
Hello, is that you, Bob? We've located him.
Yeah. Is he all right?
He's been shot in the stomach, it's hard to say.
Edwards reckons he's going to be all right, Sarge.
Yeah, he walked into a booby trap. Some old girl called Alice had set it up for her landlord.
The bag lady? You know her? Yeah, I know her. All right. Thanks, Alec.
There's only one thing which Tom may have found out about.
Yes?
My affair with Bob.
Sergeant Crowe?
It was a long time ago.
He's safe.
My MP will hear about this.
Look, all I wanted to do was to get on with my work, right? I could do without this aggravation.
I'm the engine party, not you, pal.
Thank you. I feel sick.
Just take him to the charge room, please. Just follow these gentlemen.
There you are,
Hell, what's my governor going to say?
Don't believe this.
So what's happening?
How's Tom?
He's going to be all right.
And Wendy?
Well, she's still in the hospital. Any sign of Alice?
She's done a runner.
No, she won't leave the cats.
They bloody well would.
You know her, don't you, Bob?
Yeah. Very brave woman. Captured by the Japanese in Singapore.
Not a bad little bird when she was young.
Her husband died in a prisoner of war camp.
It's had a hard life, I'd say.
To drive anyone nutty.
Do you think you'll be the right person to talk to her then if she comes back?
She'll be back.
I'll leave Ted and Mike here. I'll be back at the factory. All right.
Send back some air fresheners, will you?
How can you charge me with breach of the peace?
Yeah, and you wonder why the police don't get public cooperation.
This argument's got nothing to do with me. All I wanted to do is to unload 6 cubic metres of wet concrete.
Which is probably solid by now.
I get my car damaged.
And who's going to pay for that?
I'm treated like a common criminal. Where's the justice?
You sure you're going to be well enough, Viv? Yeah, she's coming tonight.
How about a side bet, me and you, eh?
Leave it out. It's cost me enough already.
Hey, you never guess. Kite. He's just nicked 4 people for breaching a peace. Does he know how to sign charge sheets? We'll just keep him away from the match tonight. That's all you got to worry about.
Yeah, 2 right and all.
What match?
Private Alistair Musgrove, Welsh Fusiliers.
When you think of it, a booby trap is so simple.
Sergeant Simon Musgrove, Welsh Fusiliers. Do you know Alice married into a second generation of professional soldiers?
Must have been the last straw to push it like that.
Go on, get out of here, that stupid mob.
Don't kick the cat's roach!
I didn't kick it.
Bloody thing got on me feet.
Definitely the stuff the old colonials were made of.
I haven't paid her bills. Either that or somebody's taken the fuses out and thrown them.
Flash has been cautioned and kicked out. Mercer's with his solicitor. And Cryer is with Roach and Dashwood down at Wellington Street waiting for Alice to turn up.
Cryer?
Bob knows the old dear.
He has a way with women. Cheers.
Cheers. Not so you notice.
Dark horse.
Sorry?
Nothing.
I can't say much more of this. Where's your Tufty Club badge and bar then, Dash?
What would you know about valour?
I did my bit.
What? Selling RAF petrol to the natives in Nicosia? Aircraftsman second class, Roach?
Been looking up my record, have you? I wish you'd turn up.
She'll be back.
Got a lot to talk about, Alice. What's that, Miss? Come on. First of all, I've got to caution you.
What is this?
Sit yourself down. Now, you're not obliged to say anything.
Che
but
Guevara
anything...
speaks. What happened to Gone with the Wind?
What?
Guerrilla warfare. You've got to be joking.
Bag of weed killer. She hasn't even got a garden.
Co-op mix.
A bomb? Surely you weren't going to make a bomb.
That's it, Sarge. Tearing the arse off the department.
Yeah, wipe the floor with them.
There's a lot of money riding on your side.
Yeah. All of 50 pence.
What are we waiting for?
What's going on? What's happening? Why didn't you tell me? What's happening?
Ladies and gentlemen, the opposition. Carver up, Carver. Daniel's answer to Hurricane Higgins. Now, will a fair contest? Well, no squabbling, no threats, no punch-ups. May the best man win. Peters to break.
Oi! Come on, there's a lot of money on this.
Lose this match, Carver, you're back in uniform tomorrow.
Lights, please.
Lights, Reg.
Quiet, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Shh.